Insights, doing another segment of My Mind Mondays. Today's segment of My Mind Mondays, I'm actually doing my first collaborative effort with my boy Marlon. He's the owner of Crispy Kicks. Um, so if you want to check out his app, it's actually only on Apple Store. If that's correct, right?
Yep. Available on iPhone. Like you said, I'm Marlon. We're doing a collaboration. So I'll be able to offer my input like as far as like business and health and career related ideas and concepts and things like that.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, bro, so like you talked about we talking about collaboration and things like that. And as we all know, or if y'all don't know, I shouted him out on one of my previous segments of My Mind Mondays. We just talked about professionalism and stuff like that. So let's talk a little bit more about your professionalism and like how has being a creative Crispy Kicks help you out being professional, and because My Mind Mondays is particularly about mental. Also, how does that affect your mental?
Okay. All right. So like when I originally started Crispy Kicks from like flipping shoes in high school, like painting shoes and stuff. So that the idea of the business came from like who I was as a person in high school and finding something that I was naturally good at and just bringing that back and bringing it back tenfold. So as far as like mentally, like it's been a lot. Like being a business owner is like not easy at all. There's like so many things that you put into it, and there's just like this preconceived notion that when you're a business owner, you have a lot more free time. You get to live a certain lifestyle how you want it, but actually you're gonna give in more time, and it's gonna be draining. But that's what you put in your business. So I worked 7 days a week this past week. That was because of like work and Crispy Kicks. So it's been somewhat draining but very rewarding, and connecting with my clients and just making sure I'm building a relationship with the people that are coming back. So I'm enjoying that aspect of it.
Yeah, and I think like one thing I just picked up on, you said like you have you have other ventures you doing. Of course, like I know you personally, so I can say this, that you work at Amazon, and that's that transition from working as a working as a worker, also being a business owner. I know that's pretty straining on you. But I picked up on something that you once just stated. You said, "But I love doing it," and like I have said that I embrace about you is that you doing something that you love, and let's talk more about that. Like just being in love about what you do, no matter what day of the week it is, bro. Because I think that's very important. Like too many people get the concept of that we have to be, feel perfect, and that our days got to go by so perfect, like you said. But in reality, bro, sometimes our days go by even trashy when we doing things that we love. But the fact that we love doing it is the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely. So authenticity and self-expression is at the core of everything we do. And Crispy Kicks again started from high school, but going further into that, it started off as like an extra hobby to like basically have an escape from like work and stuff, and just something that made me feel good. And I find painting shoes and working on shoes very therapeutic, and I like messing with the paint and like getting new equipment and playing around with the airbrush machine or like hand painting shoes and things like that. It's definitely been a reward mentally, because when I'm in there, I'm in the zone, and some of my friends are like, "Where'd you go for like 2 hours, 3 hours?" Like, I'm sorry, I got lost in the sauce. Like I was locked in, so it will consume me up in like 2 seconds. So that's the beauty of it, because it's like some people would look at the process and like, man, that's a lot of work. But the way I see it, I'm like, man, I'm just getting lost in everything, and I just happen to be productive at the same time. So like that's to me, that's a beautiful thing, and just having that in like my repertoire of like things that can aid my mental health is it's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So speaking of that, like help you out with your mental health because like I said, loving what you're doing, like yeah, like, you can do it and you love to do it. But how beneficial has that been to your mental? Just like you being able to like how you said, go away from 2 or 3 hours in the zone out and being able to just do something you love to do, and how has that helped you out with just general things itself, like relationships, and just even at your own at Amazon.
Okay, so like it's benefited me a whole lot mentally. I've been happier.
Yeah.
Like even at work, I've just been happier having conversations with people, and it taught me further how to interact with people and connect with people on a deeper level and really like foster those relationships. So it's made me feel more free, more expressive. I haven't been expressive lately, and Chris with Kicks brought that expression back out of me, and it feels good. I can express myself in so many different ways and also allow other people to express themselves as well. So just seeing that look on like other people's faces is very rewarding, and I've been not so reliant on relationships.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be with friends, or I don't have to be in a relationship or anything like that. I've been content with myself, through my business. So it's giving me more of a sense of independency.
Yeah.
So like I feel more confident. So it's been a confident booster too. I've been more confident about like the decisions that I've made, the decisions that I'm going to make, the ideas that I have coming forth, and just every step I've learned to make a decision, embody that decision, and stick by it, and just move with more boldness. Because I haven't been always the most confident person, but my confidence level definitely went up after starting Christmas Kicks.
And that's the thing you just picked up on, bro. You said confidence, because a lot of times, like, bro, when we're doing stuff, man, we be like, dang. I'm gonna cuss on this one. I was like, damn, bro. So like shit. Like I don't feel so great about myself because you're not doing the stuff that you love to do.
Yeah.
But when you doing, you doing shit that you like to do and stuff like that, man. Like it don't matter what situation you come upon, bro. Don't it just feel like after you doing stuff you love to do and you able to be yourself and like you said, express yourself in your art and creativity. Don't that shit just make you feel good, bro? It's like allowing you just to, like how like pause the females. If I gotta get this jank censored, I will get this jank censored and I will get it copyright. But like how females like let the bra off for a second, like woo. But seriously, like stuff like that, we just able to just let yourself go for a second and just like say fuck it, like, and it allows you to be confident in like who you are because you at your own sense of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just, to me, it's been a whole different lifestyle, like just a whole different meaning to life. Like I was just telling someone, I've taken a different perspective on life because of this. So it's like I really see things differently, move differently, talk differently, everything. I conduct myself in a different manner, and I even speak different. I'm listening to myself now. I'm like, man, I did not talk like this before. So it's just those things like that is great, and it feels awesome. Like I just feel it through my body every day when I wake up. Even when I make tough decisions, I'm like, I know I had to make that decision, or I'm gonna stick by this, or I'm gonna stick by that. It's giving me that edge that I feel like that I needed, and I felt like I was missing it for so long, and now I got it. So that's amazing.
That's that. Like you said, it's like you don't have to hold back no more, bro. It's like if you make a decision now, it's like just speaking on it. You like shit. I can just do me, like, and no matter how the outcome comes out, at least you know it's the decision that you wanted to make. It's not the decision someone else wanted to make, And like I think that's the most, like I said, like that's the most important thing about the whole part about crispy kicks. And I want to go back to something that you said, bro. Like you said you found like you did this in high school, but did you find yourself losing the touch with doing it, and then how did you come back to doing that?
Okay, so I definitely did lose touch with it, and how I got back into it is I had to put my life somewhat on pause, not completely,
Yeah,
but I had to allow myself not to do overtime at work and just take some time off. Like, hey,
yeah,
look at myself in the mirror. Like, I know there's improvement. Like with everyone, I feel like everyone has that area they want to improve on themselves. It's just scary to confront. And you'll improve on certain things, but there's like those one or two things that are solid that you're like, I'm scared to confront this.
yeah,
So I'm either gonna push it off, or I'm gonna just find something else to do to distract myself.
yeah,
So I took a hard look in my mirror because I knew I wanted to grow this year, and not in a regular way like, okay, I'm gonna work on this or I'm gonna work on that. No, I wanted to look in the mirror. All right, I know what my biggest weakness is. That's what we're gonna work on.
yeah,
It was like I decided it in like a split second, because everyone, like, once it hits like about 4 seconds on something, your mind's gonna try to talk you out of something.
yeah,
But like if you think of something and that's something you need to work on, just work on it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So as soon as I did that, it was a snowball effect, and I started implementing that in my life, and so many different aspects. With like any decision like that would come up, I would think of it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it now.
yeah,
Like, I'm not gonna wait 5-10 seconds, because after it's been scientifically proven, like after 5 seconds or so,
that doubt gonna come in.
yeah,
That
your
doubt,
brain
yeah,
is gonna talk you out of it. So like I've been pretty much just on that edge of like um the animal spirit of just when something happen, go. Like, don't wait. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to be in life. So now it's just eliminating that hesitation. Of course, like when it comes to like really complex decisions, giving it that time. But like majority of the time, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just hesitant.
yeah,
So I'm eliminating that hesitance,
yeah,
and just going for it. And that when you do that, you turn into a different type of breed of a person. And me personally, I love it. I've been listening to E.T. and stuff, and like when they talk about that animal spirit and that grind, like I know what he's talking about, and that's where I've been on. And I got a hold of that animal again, and now I'm keeping the ball rolling, and pretty much just going about it the same way, and keeping that animal spirit, and just going hard at everything.
back. All right, so look, we got one. I got one last question because I know we a little bit short on time. And man, just like overall, like what are some like future plans? So those people who's watching this video, like some things like to look out for. So like when they look at this interview and this podcast, and then they come back to it like 2 or 3 months from down the line, and they see you actually working on that. Like he did speak that into existence, because I think a lot of the times, bro, you tell people you're gonna do something, and then they be like, bro, like you ain't gonna do that. They tell you that, right. And then 3 months later, like, whoa, you did that. So what are some things you're gonna tell people to keep your eye out for? Like, just be on the lookout. Summer's coming up very soon. It's just turned to the spring solstice. So what are some things you tell people, like, look, keep your eye on for the summer?
Okay, so definitely with Crispy Kicks, we definitely got a whole lot of things going on that everyone is gonna notice, that I'm putting it out there. So we're making updates to the app. I'm adding new features. I want to be able to have the ability to talk to you guys through the app. I want you guys to be able to put in your orders in through the app. And then also, in addition to that, working with people like out of state and everything. I know I can't meet with everyone as far as shoes and whatnot, so I'm trying to work with shipping companies, so where people can pretty much just ship off their shoes, whether it be a restoration or if they want me to paint and completely customize the shoe, they can like ship their stuff to me out of state. So that's something we're working on, and definitely a summer launch off. We're definitely gonna have a Vans sale, just go crazy with Vans. So I'm gonna have those at a discounted price this summer. I'm gonna push it through.
I need a pair. Let me know.
I'm gonna push it through the newsletter. So everyone, that wants to get into it, of course, go to the app, put in your information. It's automatically gonna sign you up for a newsletter, and the updates on the app is gonna show that that's a newsletter sign up section. So anybody that's signed up to the newsletter gets like the discount deals for like the summer deals. So as far as Crispy Kicks, that's what's going on. I'm not gonna talk about some of the personal stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I should keep that in dark then, because I want people to be surprised. But as far as Crispy Kicks, that's what's going on with Crispy Kicks. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, man. This before we end this, man, shout out your social media, because so I can post it up on the description, of course, for YouTube and stuff like that. And I also post it up on Facebook, just to tag you up there, because of course you're my boy, so I'm gonna tag you in this. So let's post your social media. Just tell me where they can contact you at. So if they want to get more contact and ask you more questions about Crispy Kicks, if they want to know, on a personal level about that. So where can they contact you at?
All right, so you guys can contact me on Instagram and Facebook. So on Instagram, it's Crispy Kicks 3.0 with a C, Crispy with a C, and Kicks 3.0. That's our Instagram. We're rebranding, so the name will change too. So the Facebook will be the same, Crispy Kicks with a C 3.0. And as far as like the app and everything, is available on iPhone right now. After the updates roll out with the iPhone app, we will roll one out with Android. I just know I wanted to touch base with Apple first, because the restrictions are tighter, so that's a bigger hurdle to jump over. So since we got over that hurdle, now we'll be working on Android. So the Android app should be coming out soon too. But just find us in the App Store with Crispy Kicks with a K. The name's going to be changed pretty soon. And our social media is Crispy Kicks 3.0 with a C.
All right, y'all. And with that being said, this is Marlon. This is Kimlin Sykes doing another segment of My Mondays. Bam.
Yeah.